Alright guys, hope you're doing well and welcome back to God of War Ragnarok. So today we are going to be continuing with just finishing off Valheim for what we can do right now, and then further on to the video we are going to be moving back into Alfheim, where we're going to be starting the side mission, which is pretty much just freeing the second flying jellyfish. I don't know how to say its proper name, so that's how I'm just going to be describing it. But yeah man, I'm happy we're going to go back to Alfheim because it is a very cool area. It is definitely one of my favorite areas which we have been introduced yet. I like the whole blue sands and all of that. So yeah, hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, so let's see, where do we do now? Goals. So Giant Sword, apparently this one I still haven't done, so I'll have to look a bit further on with that, and I will give a quick look. Okay, so here it's not.
Despite his actions at Midgard, Atreus does still care for you.
I know. I raised a son, too. It may be hard to believe, but he was quite similar to Atreus at this age. He adored his father, always wanted to do right by him, and was constantly frustrated that no matter what he did, he never could seem to get his approval. He confided in me a lot, sought the comfort his father withheld. I wonder if your son could benefit from that too.
He has befriended the other dwarf. The blue one's brother.
Oh. Well, if Sindri has that covered, I suppose there's no need for me in his life anymore, is there?
That is not what I meant.
That was sarcasm.
Now, if we could get back to the story of Hrimthur, the stonemason's son. I was hoping to get Freya's version of what happened.
There isn't that much to tell. I knew nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose the bet. A mysterious mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he succeeded, he was promised an audience with the queen. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the mason wants. So, off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected. Dagger stashed in my robe for emergency. And this mason, this giant in disguise.
His name was Hrimthur.
He just smiled to see me. And as you said, he whispered in my ear. He said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn for it. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look, as if he somehow knew better, and continued. He said he'd built in a structural flaw behind the Asgard Realm Tower.
I knew it! How do we make use of it?
We don't. He said Surtur would know what to do. And if Surtur's approaching Asgard's wall...
Then it is already Ragnarok.
Aye, blast it. I hoped it might have given us another way.
Freya, something your brother said. The Aesir burned him.
Yes. We weren't yet at war, but relations with the Vanir and Aesir had been hostile for ages. Freyr got it into his head that he could improve relations by sharing our magic with them. Vanir techniques for bountiful harvests, enough to feed their whole population. Getting set on fire was the thanks he got.
It's true. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient for the subtlety of Vanir spellcraft. So when things went wrong, they blamed their teacher.
So Freya was a guest when Odin burned him.
Not exactly. Odin didn't mind locking Freyr up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more than how to improve crop yields. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame, as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of. Obviously, he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding, but I do understand where his anger came from.
Okay then. Let's go. Oh my god, effing damn it. So I was right, the damn treasure map was here. God damn it, I knew it. But I didn't even notice. Okay. Fuck's sake. Okay, well. Okay. Ooh. And luck. Okay.
I suppose your skills are needed.
Okay, let's do this. So let's see. I won't. Yeah, that's the one I want. But I do think we have a chest which we can unlock. Give me this.
Thanks for grabbing that for us.
Thank you.
What is this?
Oh, this is the first time she came here.
Ones we've been destroying. Odin's little spies.
New father, new mother, new fate to suffer.
Okay. Shoulder.
What we saw empowered his lies. Good little ravens, good little spies.
Nice. Okay, let's see. Chest. Cursor of Raven Tears. Hitting enemies has a low luck chance of gaining healing mist. I like it. It is low, so I guess with that it's ideally you upgrade a lot of.
Seems like you might need the help.
With them I would assume you have to do a lot of. Man, that looks nice, honestly. The gold with the blue.
Oh, so I'm just some clodhopper?
So yeah, what I was saying is that with that chest you want to use other items which pretty much just increase your luck. The crucible is there. Okay, wait. Okay, so I cannot go there. Never mind. The 11. Okay, here it is. Oh, is this where we're gonna actually be freeing the second jellyfish, isn't it?
Are we off to find that elven sanctum then, or something else?
We certainly can. Though we do have something else that needs our attention. We found a Hafgufa out in the Barrens, my lady. In terrible pain. We freed it, but there's another interned somewhere beneath the Forbidden Sands.
A Hafgufa? I haven't seen one since I was a child.
And what else? There's still that secret elven library in Alfheim.
Lead the way.
Secret library.
Completed some new blueprints. I think you'll find them useful. What can I make for you?
Okay, let's move. Hop in, Freya.
Freya, I've always wondered, why was Freyr so revered here so quickly upon his first arrival?
Well, to begin with, It wasn't his first arrival. Very few know this, but Freyr was one of the earliest visitors to Alfheim, back in the dawn of realm travel.
Oh, but before my time. Do tell.
We believed for a long time that all the giants had died in the flood, until one of them appeared in Vanaheim. Her name was Gerd, and she came offering to teach us the secrets of traveling between realms using Bifrost light. Freyr became immediately infatuated with her. He always yearned to wander, and along came someone who could truly show him how. So, wander they did, exploring the world tree from root to branch. But one day, it came time for Gerd to wander away. Freyr was heartbroken, and resolved himself to perform some great feat to win her back. He set his aim on the grandest of gestures. He intended to be the first to find the elusive source of Bifrost light. And he succeeded, although quite by accident. Freyr believed he navigated best while fortified by a potent blend of Vanir herbs. When he wandered, he wandered. And he managed to wander from the World Tree directly into the Lake of Souls. The elves have never seen anybody come out of the lake before, so it got some attention.
Oh, that is bloody hilarious.
I don't know whether he worked his charms at that point or they just assumed him to be a great deity. But of course, he hadn't made this journey in search of responsibility, so he didn't stick around long. Still, the legend of his manifestation was passed along through the ages. It even endured after the Great Division, remembered by light and dark elf alike. So when at last he returned, he was uniquely situated to gain the trust of both sides and help to create a truce. The problem was, both sides trusted only him. So the peace could only last as long as he stayed around to keep it. And with the long war dragging on without an end in sight, I suppose making any kind of peace was an irresistible notion for him. Even if it meant having to rule.
Alright then.
Much of the sand has been cleared away, but another storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean...
Another Hafgufa.
odd. It looks as though the Light Elves sealed off this section of the Barrens. Why?
Luckily for us, a very considerate goddess has enhanced our magic chisel, and we can unseal it.
My, that is lucky.
The Forbidden Sands lay beyond.
Contested territory, according to Bela, and another storm to endure.
Alright.
Meki.
What's it? Okay, nothing. No one.
I remember when Freyr and I traveled to this realm as children. The desert was healthy and full of life back then. I can't help but fear that era has ended for good and our efforts here are futile.
It's a fair concern. Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing Hafgufa. But I have to believe, in the long run, we're doing right by Alfheim.
A mystic gateway. Oh, wrong button. Okay, you know what, let's just go on this on these guys here. I think it's just overall better.
Well, best we start looking for a way underground.
Keep a lookout for a cave!
So, for a cave. That's definitely a cave. Oh, I think I found it. Or did I? Okay, no, I didn't find it.
I see an entrance.
There we go. Okay, now we're gonna do it.
I hope Freyr will appreciate our work here in the desert. I wonder if he knows how poorly this realm has fared in his absence.
Aye. Hearing the Song of the Sands again is a rare privilege, even if it's only a solo act.
Or a duet, once this Hafgufa is free.
There's gonna be a boss here.
This architecture,
Or maybe not.
it is not of the Dark Elves.
An abandoned ancient settlement by the looks of it. Built long before the Lightwell creation.
More hive matter as well.
I'd say we're on the right track then.
Okay, that's open now. Deeper we go. The hell is that?
This kind of hive material is sensitive to smell. How odd. When I last came here with you and Atreus, I assumed the absence of Alfheim's light was an aberration. I didn't realize it was covered by a hive matter.
Aye. And as far as the Dark Elves are concerned, it's that light column in the center of the temple that's the aberration. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the Lightwell, or even our trapped Hafgufa for that matter.
That's quite the empathetic perspective, Mimir.
Well, dangle from a burly god's backside for a few winters, and you'll find yourself looking for all sorts of new perspectives.
More hive, but denser. Too thick for that.
Burn them maybe?
Maybe the Twilight Stone on the ground will help.
Oh, I see. I forgot about them.
Well, there you go.
Good eye.
Enemies on the left!
Brother! The wee bastard's about to explode!
Enemies on the left!
Man, I hate the little guys. More? Oh wait, probably. Yep, I knew it. Exterminator. Hello.
Poison, right side!
Kratos, are you okay?
And goodbye.
On your left!
Above you! Incoming poison!
Come over here, you bitch. No, let us see some of this.
Enemy behind you!
There we go.
Light elves don't often travel underneath the barrens, do they?
Territory changes hands often in Alfheim. Or so it appears.
Big Beard did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the Light Elves. I assume they're only here to keep intruders out.
Well, at least they tried.
Indeed.
I suspect the corpse below would disagree.
Sacrifice. No sacrifice in vain. A corpse lay below this one. I wonder if the poor soul wrote it before expiring, or if it was written by the fiend who caused said expiration. Okay. So I think this is from the behind. Yeah, this is from behind. Or there we go. Some more materials. Okay. Gotcha.
Good eye. Let's continue, shall we?
Man, I love these like grapples which you can do with the Blades of Chaos.
Enemy behind you!
Oh, hello. Oh, and I'm dead. Okay, I'm dead.
Come on, Kratos!
I'm trying this whole poison build thing, but it's not really working.
Poison at your back! I hope freeing these Hafgufas will allow them to breed again.
Okay, there we go.
It was a dazzling display once. The skies of Alfheim filled with their song.
I imagine it's the lack of fresh light that caused this pair to grow abnormally large. No use in having babies if there's nothing for them to feed on.
Trying to protect their children from a harsh world. I can relate.
No, no, go down, go down. I wonder if I can hit maybe that lizard from up here. Hopefully. Well, how do I get up there? Oh, I see.